Am I wearing cupcake pajamas underneath all of this? And will you be seeing it because I refuse to sit properly? Yes, yes. It's really look at it.
Bitch, where?
Is it being held together by a binder clip behind me? The answer is also yes. Thank you also for asking. Oh my god, you guys are asking all the right questions.
The wonderful, beautiful podcast.
We're gonna be reading some insecurity stories today. If you want to submit your own stories, you may do so on my Instagram at angelveridiano. I'm deeply insecure about everything about myself. Okay, we're off to a really great start. I was only ever labeled as the funny fat friend who can only tolerate self-deprecating jokes from people. See, let's not. One thing I learned about life. One thing I learned is never ever tolerate a joke that you don't even find funny or that hurts your feelings. You can literally just be like when they laugh, because it's just gonna make the situation awkward for them. And I know it's gonna make you feel bad for making other people feel awkward and like your people pleasing stuff. I'm already saying so many things, we're only 2 sentences in. But what I'm trying to say is it's okay to make people feel bad for making you feel bad. It is a necessary discomfort that you need to go through in order to draw your boundaries properly. And it's not going to be comfortable. No, it's not. But you know what would be even more uncomfortable? Being in a friendship relationship with people who you have hidden resentment with because they keep treating you this way and they think you're okay with it. I'm not making an excuse for it. I'm not being like, okay, it's your fault for letting them do this and do that. But unfortunately, people are gonna be like that, you know? People are gonna be like that. They're gonna think you're fine with it. It sucks. My friends used to say bad things about my body before, and it would really actually hurt my feelings. It would hurt my feelings so bad. I would just be like, ha 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 ha. And at some point, I just stopped laughing. You're like, there's no need to do it, and there's no need to even be the one to volunteer to make those jokes. But anyway, I digress. Let me continue reading. We're only 2 sentences in and she's saying so many things. It only started now when people found me pretty and actually respected me because I look slimmer. But that actually happened because I got diagnosed with cancer last year. Well, I did not expect that one at all. Like, I truly did not. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure I said this in a past video. I think it was like the fat shaming and skinny shaming video that I recently posted. I said the exact same thing. Don't ever congratulate people for losing a lot of weight, okay? Don't ever congratulate people for doing that because you will never know. You will never know what it took in order for them to get smaller. You are congratulating someone for being smaller. Think about that. There's like this like recession thing. It's like a recession indicator that when society begins to start not worshiping, but like glorifying, I guess, or just commending in general when people become physically smaller. And it's also a way for you to actually be smaller in general. Not even just your body, but you taking up physically less space. That is political. It's political! Look it up. Look it up. Recession indicator, being skinny again. Something like that. Y'all need to follow my Instagram. On Instagram, I repost so many freaking infographics and stuff. You guys ask me, oh, talk about the flood control stuff. Talk about this one. Talk about this one. Girl, I talk about them a lot on my Instagram. I'm really trying to unlearn the hate. It can get really hard sometimes. That's what I'm saying. Don't congratulate people when they lose weight. You know what? You probably didn't watch the previous video, but I remember saying I hate when people automatically chalk up losing weight to a glow up because you don't know what happened. You don't know if there's like an eating disorder at play. You don't know if there's some kind of sickness. I think I literally said the same exact example. They probably had cancer. Something like that. I'm sorry for you, girl. I'm sorry. Get well soon. Ugh, I hate cancer. Cancer's a dumb motherfucking sickness. I can speak, actually. I'm really good at it. My mom recently died of cancer. R.I.P. Queen. Hey. Anyways, which I think is a great transition to this week's sponsorship. Speaking of confidence and insecurities, you guys need to try Posh Skin because even if you have a breakout, it can cover up that little thing that you're self-conscious about in a cute little way. Posh Skin is one of the best pimple patches on the market right now. Honestly, they're my favorite. The more I use them, the more I really love them. They come in so many different designs, or they come in no design. Like, they literally disappear into your skin. We've tried the clear ones that don't like are supposed to be like invisible. They are like flat. It doesn't look like there's anything on there. I think it would be also great to layer that with makeup if you want to. I'm wearing the little star ones right now. Yeah, Galaxy, hashtag Galaxy. I do have a discount code. You can use code NOTANGEL for 20% off on your purchase of Posh Skin pimple patches. I highly recommend it. 20% off. That's a good deal. It's a good deal. Do it. You'll never know the next time you'll need it. You know, it's nice to have a little backup. Also, whenever I put on the silly like frog ones and the puppy ones, oh my god, it makes me so giggly at night. I don't know why. It just does. If you want to add a little giggle and skincare to your life, try Posh Skin. Thank you, Posh Skin. Hi, sorry ang haba nito, lols, but I swear to god, this is a true story. Hehe. I wasn't doubting you, but since you said I swear it's a true story, now I'm doubting you. Some of you guys lie to me, I know. Ever since I was a little kid, nabubuli na ako due to my skin color because I have darker complexion than my peers. Hashtag Morena represent XD. As a kid, I did not really think much of it because I somehow just accepted the fact that I am, in fact, a Morena. It was like a so what moment to me, not until I entered grade school. It was hell to me, bruh. It was truly the worst years of my life, especially third grade. I have this classmate who I've been classmates with since first grade. Let's call her Amy. Simula grade 1, bully na talaga siya sa akin, and to me, she's the literal definition of a mean girl. I can't really remember what she did to me prior to third grade, but I just know na masamang bata talaga siya, lol. I just imagine Amy with like a tail and horns now, and it's a little child. Amy would literally sit beside me just to bully the heck out of me. Yay! This is not, no, don't perpetuate that, Angel. She would rip out the pages of my notebooks and books, verbally abuse me, etc. Ew, oh my god, who is raising these children? Who is raising these children? Get it together. Get it together, parents. At the time, I was just quiet, not showing any emotion because I guess I was scared of her. But then one day, she did the worst of the worst. I can remember it so vividly, lols. That day, she grabbed my pencil case. Now, this pencil case was hella important to me kasi ito yung pencil case na may second floor. I know exactly the pencil case you're talking about. That was my dream pencil case. I remember, sorry, segue. I remember my mom bought one for me. It was from a garage sale. And then this bitch from second grade stole it. Yeah. It's all good though. I got it back. I begged my mom na bilhin yun for me kahit na pricey siya. Ha. Anyways, she grabbed it and that's when I started showing emotions to her. I cried and begged her to give it back. And then this biatch said, "Halikan mo muna pa ako." What in the world is this weird power trip, bro? Bro, I was bamboozled. She said those words with pride as if she was the queen of the classroom. Okay, main character, girl. I tried getting the pencil case myself, but then pinagpapapasapasan niya yung pencil case sa iba naming classmates. Wow, that's so rude. That is so rude. Wow, your whole class hates you. Literal na pinagtutulungan ako ng mga classmates ko nung time na yon. I heard my classmates laughing and watching me cry over my pencil case and the fact na intriguing yung demand nito ni Amy. I then asked her, bakit mo pa ginagawa sa akin to? She replied, kasi maitim ka. Oh. That's actually so real though. Like, this isn't the first time I heard of a story like this. I know that there would be kids who look down on other kids who are darker, and that's just so stupid to me. Like, who's raising you? But I think a lot of it also stems from probably their own homes, and I'm not making excuses, but I'm just, trying to psychoanalyze things. I think a lot of it also stems from like their own homes. Maybe their parents or the people around them also pressure them to be white. Or like I remember I just went on this random trip. I think it was like a church trip. Yeah, I went to a church trip once or twice in my life. And then there was like a swimming aspect to it. And then while we were swimming, one of my church friends got darker. And then like I remember her friends or her sister or something, they were like, "Ew, grabe ang itim mo na." And then they were like saying the N-word and stuff. And I'm like, god damn. I'm so glad you could never catch me doing that when I was a kid. My sister was woke, so she taught me a lot of things. That's when I looked at my classmates' eyes, begging for help. I even even asked my other classmate for help. Let's name her Sophie. I said, Sophie, tulungan mo naman ako, and then she just laughed and ignored me. I guess I was desperate na makuha yung pencil case na importante sa akin, and I just wanted to be over. So I kissed the foot. Wait, what do you mean you kiss the foot? Like, shoes on, shoes off, socks on, socks off, an ankle action, a sole action? Where were your teachers? Damn, grabe talaga yun. Nakaka-traumatize. Hanggang ngayon, insecure pa rin ako sa skin ko, but I am learning to love it. Hehehe. And the reason why I remember it vividly is because apparently I developed PTSD dahil dun. I was diagnosed last May. Oh my god, same! PTSD girly. Where was I? I was diagnosed last May 2022 together with skin picking disorder caused by that incident. I started picking my skin dahil daw I was subconsciously thinking na balat ng bully ko yun, and I was trying to ruin it according to my psychiatrist. Wow, that's crazy. Yun lang, hehe. Thanks for reading. I love your vids, and you're very pretty in person. Nagpa-picture ako sa'yo nung emails I can't send to her ni Sabrina. More power to you, Angel. Aw, I love you too. Thank you for your appreciation. And also, I'm so sorry you went through that shit. Kids are bullies. I'm never gonna have kids. I don't want kids. For those who want to have kids, or for those who have like kids on their radar, you should make sure that your kids aren't racist. But I think kids are probably like more woke now. Not racist. Colorist? I hate the term colorist. I feel like something about that is grammatically wrong. Colorist? Like color grading? Post-production? What is a colorist? That sounds like an expert in color. We should have a better term for that. Anyways, I had an ex, and the time he was courting me, he was secretly talking to his ex. I also found out that he was willing to leave me for her kasi nga first love never dies churvaness. Anyway, ever since that happened, I always stalk the girl, which I think is a universal experience for girls. And then it got to a point where I started being really insecure, not because of the looks, but because she was really smart and she was taking Paul Sci. My Totga course, by the way. Both of them were like 3 to 4 years ahead of me, and yes, I was being groomed the whole time. You can't just say that in a parentheses, girl. But nevertheless, I blocked both of them for the peace of my mind, and I just want the viewers to take this as a reminder to never date guys much older than you. May it be zaddy issues or what. Ew. I can't believe you made me read that word. Get out of here. Just don't. Yeah. You know what I've recently noticed in life? Well, I say as if I'm going through something right now, but I think there are some men out there. Okay, maybe it's men. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But there are some people out there who will purposefully create a competition within a relationship. Like they will compare their partners to someone else they're a little bit more attracted to. They will contact their ex. I feel like it's just so manipulative, whether they know it or not. But it's like they are purposefully creating a person or a thing to make you feel bad about yourself. It's like a weird pride thing, a self-esteem thing, where they will attempt to make you feel worse about yourself within the relationship so that they in turn can feel much better about themselves. You know, not only are they a groomer and somewhat of a cheater, but they're also very, very insecure. Even more insecure than you are. At least when you're insecure, all you do is send me a story on Google Forms. This person is just a pure asshole. So, and a groomer. Let's not forget. Disclaimer, not really interesting story. Oh my god. Don't put yourself down like that, queen. But I think I'm low-key insecure about my orgasm. Okay, where are we Nothing. Okay. And so confused about it. I don't usually feel anything down there, and I still don't know what I prefer when it comes to DIYing or not DIYing. Oh my god. DIYing or having sex with your partner para ma-achieve ang La Niña. I hate it here. Why would you call it that? We're going through a flood control crisis. DIYing does not bother me much, but I think all the people I've had sex with does it easily. Or it looks easy for them if I'm comparing it to myself, which is I know I shouldn't, it's just in my head. So when it's my turn, I kind of try to avoid it, but will still push through because I can't really help it. I just fear that I might not come like them. And I feel like a fool to say that I wanted to so bad, but then when they're on it, it's all dry. I have a few explanations. Of course, one of them is lesbianism, but I will continue reading. Like, I myself too would say, bitch, where if I'm them, but thankfully, it's not so much of a deal now with my girlfriend, wife. See, I knew it! Yes! I feel like she's my safe space for when I want to try new things and see if it does something, or she's my safe space in general. Aww, stop! This entry is so raunchy, but it's also so cute. Stop. Maybe it's really just with other people, you know? Maybe you just don't like them that much. Maybe you're demisexual. Maybe you're not getting foreplay like you wanted to. Maybe you're just in your head. Do you have some kind of sexual trauma in the past? Maybe there's a level of Catholic guilt. Maybe you're on birth control and birth control really messes up with your libido. There's a lot of things. Don't feel insecure, queen. Don't feel insecure. What you can do is blame it on someone else. Oh my god, that's my favorite thing to do. Ow, my god, I just hit my head on my fridge corner. By the way, I love how my new setup kind of just shows you all of my bodily issues. Yeah, here you can see my vitamin C, immune system. Fuck. There's some ashwagandha, stress. I'm too stressed. There's melatonin, can't sleep. Tylenol, always have a headache. I always have a headache and it's because of you people. Why is my lighting kind of ugly for me? I find it a little bit ugly. Next! I grew up in a poor household. As a child, I thought normal lang na hindi mabigyan ng malaking allowance or kahit na baong pagkain sa school. During elementary days, enough lang yung binibigay sa aking pera para sa pamasahe and pambili ng 5 pisong soup. Yung soup na puro tubig at MSG lang, lol. Hey, that's my favorite kind of soup though. Most of the times, I don't spend that 5 pesos and instead save it. The realization started hitting me nung nalipat ako sa section 1. Almost everyone has a privilege to buy more than one meal or snack. They all had these fancy school supplies too. Kapag may project kami, oh my god, I relate. Well, no, yours is worse, but like, I relate to an extent. Kapag may project kami, like portfolios, clear book, nakita ko yung gamit ng mga klase ko, bagong-bago tapos umaayon sa theme ng subject, yung color and size. Tapos yung sa akin, hahanap lang si mama ng used folder tapos hahanap siya ng panali to compile everything. I am grateful for her, by the way. Aww. Then there was one time when one of my classmates made a remark on how skinny I was. Sabi ko kasi na parang gusto ko mag-volleyball. Then bigla niyang sinabi, mag-volleyball ka? Baka mabali kamay mo. Sabay tawa. He was the batch valedictorian, so everyone laughed with her, lol. Even my grade 3 teacher bullied me for being skinny. Like, she's always mad at me, ha ha ha. Kapag naiinis siya, she would just give me body-shaming remarks in front of the class. Di ko rin alam bakit galit na galit siya sa payat. I'd recall she would always call me payatot and the likes. They were making remarks like that without knowing how we were struggling to survive every day. My parents were struggling to make ends meet but still decided to send us all to school. Like, yeah, of course, payat talaga ako. Wala na kaming makain eh. Bruh. It's gonna make me cry. To sum it up, my darkest insecurity would be my lack of privilege. Ang dami kong what if sa buhay. Like, what if we were privileged enough and my parents were able to provide us a healthy childhood? Not the kind of childhood na umiikot sa away sa pera, because honestly, being poor led me and my siblings to have unresolved childhood trauma that we are still trying to heal now. Until now, I still get... Bro, this entry is like... hitting. Until now, I still get insecure sa mga ka-age ko or even younger than me na may secure attachment style kasi nabigay lahat ng needs nila during childhood. Yung mga successful at may sarili ng business at a very young age. I still get insecure sa mga taong privileged enough to pursue their dream career. People who can pursue arts and music because their parents won't worry about how much they'd make. I still get insecure sa mga taong hindi kailangan mag-worry sa future nila. Hindi kailangan mag-overthink sa future nila on how they will make money kasi they can afford to fail kasi they have generational wealth. I feel so insecure to people who can take care of themselves, eating healthy food, having regular medical checkups, hitting up the gym, having conducive study space, having own rooms, dressing up based on how they want to express themselves, going to therapy to resolve their traumas, etc. because they can afford it. I just feel so left behind, but I am not blaming my parents or those privileged people naman. It is just an insecurity of mine that is really hard to heal and overcome. But well, I won't stop here and make sure this won't be an insecurity of mine anymore in the future. P.S. Sorry na pahaba. Ha ha ha. Don't say sorry, queen. Nag-trauma dumping na nga. I just want to use this opportunity opportunity na lang din to manifest that someday I'll be privileged too. Thank you, Angel, because finally I'm able to let this out. You know what? I'm gonna share too. Cause okay, mine isn't as bad, obviously. I did grow up with a level of privilege. I freaking remember yung hinanakit ko talaga na you would have to buy like materials and stuff. You would have to do this and that. It wasn't a pretty expensive school. It's like school is so elitist. You know, I remember I would have like fuck ass socks. Oh my god, look at my socks right now, guys. I would have fuck ass socks, and my socks would be like this, like the not like this, because these ones are like actually like no show socks. But I remember my socks would be like the garter would be like non-existent, right? Like it would be super loose, and so it would like ride down my feet. You would see the leather shoe itself and how like loose the sock would be. I remember I got punished for it, or like one of the discipline coordinators were like, fix that shit, you get new socks or whatever, because your socks need to be above the ankle. My biggest beef was with the world map. Like I remember we would have to like measure like the latitude and longitude of stuff, right? They would be like, we have a map at home. The map at home, you know how usually a map, you know, the western countries on the west and the eastern countries on the east. My map was the opposite of that. My map had the Philippines on the left side and America on the right side. Yeah. And so all my answers wrong. I couldn't understand anything. I was like, why am I getting that fucking dumbass answers? Like, why am I failing this shit? Nobody was helping me. Everybody was always working. I had to like figure out school. I couldn't understand anything in school, by the way, because I was like, what is this? I don't know what's going on. And I remember I finally had the courage to ask my teacher, because I was like scared. I didn't know how to talk to teachers. I was scared that I would get in trouble. Like something about authority was really like in my head. I was asking, and then the teacher's like, ask your parents to buy you a new map. And I'm like, oh, like it's that easy. And I had to like save up money so I could buy the map that they sell in school, because it's not like I can go out to the mall or something, but I would buy the actual like the correct map. And then I remember we would have to have the rulers for that map, right? Typically some people even have like 2 rulers and shit so that they can really measure the latitude and longitude. Everybody had like this flexible, like the clear ruler. You guys know what this ruler looks like? Jillian, here's a photo of that clear ruler. That's the one that everybody has, and it's flexible and stuff. Some even have like these colored pink and blue ones. I remember specifically what it looks like. I wanted that pink one so bad, but I didn't have it. It would be like bendable. The whole way was like flexible, and everybody's like hitting each other with it. There's this one kid that was like, tingnan mo yung ruler ko na, and then he showed me his fuck ass ruler. And then you know what my ruler looked like? It was wooden. Yeah, it was a wooden ruler with like no lines. It was a piece of wood. Yeah, that's what I was measuring with. The inches, the centimeters, way off. I remember being so jealous of all the smart people in my school. Like their parents, their moms weren't working. Moms would like help them in school, teach them, or they would, I don't know, they would have people who actually, you know, watched over them and stuff. I remember being so jealous because I was like, why couldn't that be me? You know, like I'm truly struggling. I feel like, and I wasn't like completely stupid. I knew that I was missing out. Like I knew that I was way back. Like I couldn't keep up with them, basically. Jillian and I remember we had a conversation about it, about how we were always so jealous of people who had like somewhat of a privilege back in school, because we kept thinking, you know what, we could have been like those cool honor students. I remember when there would be like awarding and stuff, and I would just think like maybe by some miracle I would get those awards or something. Like when I was a kid, pray the rosary, just hoping like maybe I'm smart enough this time. It's so sad. That's like literally so sad. We were talking about it, and our conclusion or our way of trying to make ourselves feel better is that we are at a place where we think we're a little bit more independent than we would have been if we had somebody holding our hand that whole time. That could be us just trying to romanticize it and making ourselves feel better. Like it would have been really nice if somebody was supporting us and keeping our dreams come true and stuff like that. You know, the battle is there. God knew you would be way too powerful if you were privileged. You're gonna be fine, queen. I hope. This is the last entry for today. This is a bit personal since it includes like my vagina and shit. Did I write this? This is exactly how I would write down a journal entry. It's like my vagina and shit and like but growing up, I've always had a maumbok na kifi. A what now? Like you mean like a camel toe? Oh, you have a fat pussy. You just have a fat pussy. That's great. And I grew to hate it because it's so uncomfortable to wear leggings or anything that is tight around that area kasi nga it'll be obvious na maumbok nga siya. Girl, I get it. You just have a fat pussy. It's not bad. It's a slay. Could never wear leggings though. It's just always peeking out. Is there no invention for that yet to stop the camel toe from happening? Every time na kailangan ko magsuot ng leggings or shit, parating pino-point out ng tita ko and she'll say na mukha raw akong may etits. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, diva. I'm so sorry, diva. That since nga she's my tita, I can't really do anything about it, so I'll just laugh along with them. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for laughing. I get it. That's also one of the reasons why I hate the idea of having sex. Lol. Girl, don't hate the idea of having sex. That's like a thing. People are positive about that now. People know like if you have a fat pussy, period. I can't believe this is my job. Sorry, I just had a little bit of an awakening. I'm like, this is what I do. I comfort people about their fat pussies and I make them feel bad. You know what? This is heroic. Actually, you know what? Don't ever doubt yourself, Angel. People deserve to know that having a fat pussy is a slay. Oh, there's also options. I know if you don't like wearing leggings. Sorry, this is just like clothing advice. Because I feel very uncomfortable in leggings. I don't like them very much. I think they look weird. I feel quite naked. And also, I have the same struggle as you. My fat pussy partner. Pal. My fat pussy pal. My PPP. There's options where you can wear a skirt. Like a skirt it's a skirt. So there's cycling shorts underneath. I have 2 of those. There's also like leggings that have like a little bit of a skirt. Those are some options for you. Oh, maybe just leggings that are thicker. Like thicker, the material should be thicker. Honestly, sometimes it's just the piece of clothing that's the problem. Sometimes it's just not made very well. It's too thin. The cut of it, the way it's stitched out, the pattern is just erroneous. And tell your tita to stop looking at your crotch. Weirdo. Next time your tita points it out, be like, okay, buy me better leggings then. Yeah, if you care about it so much. That's all that I'm gonna be reading for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to send your own stories, make sure to put them on my Instagram. Okay, submit them. It'll be so fun. Love you. I don't know how to do outros. Outro.